Hello, beautiful people. How are you doing today? How was your Christmas holiday? Hope you had a great time despite it all. I really hope you do have a great time, no matter the circumstances and all. And one of my main reasons for that is the fact that there are a whole lot of people who do not even have that chance to even have any time at all, be it great or not. So I hope you will really have fun. So today I just want to share with you a story about a girl who used to be my best friend. And at the end of my story, I really hope that you'll be able to pick something out of it. I really hope that your sense of gratitude would, increase, even if it's just a little bit more. I really hope so. So, the name of the girl is Esther. She's Esther Peters. I actually met Esther in a quiet, unexpected way, in an unexpected way, right? So there was this time, like after I started my tertiary education, after staying out of school for a long while. So I was staying on campus, and of course I'm a working student. So when I'm not in class, I'm working. When I'm not working, I'm in class. That's what I do. But then I was staying in an hostel. Then suddenly there was this strike from the union, like ASU for Nigerians. They already know ASU, right? So there was this ASU strike then, and we were to leave the hostel because we did not even know how long it was going to take. So everyone was going home and all that, and I couldn't really go far because I was actually working on campus. There was this printing place where I work, where we do printing photocopy and all that. So that was where I was then. So when this issue happened, I had to just quickly look around and try to find a place to stay. And mind you, I do not even have money to say, oh, okay, maybe I'll just quickly get a place for certain months because the strike, they think, okay, to be up to like months. And actually, that particular strike ended up to 8 months back then. But even then, we didn't actually know it was going to be up to that. I just needed a place to stay, and I do not have any money with me. So I started thinking for a while. There was this place I've stayed before in the area, and the landlord, he kind of liked me and all that. So him and his family and all that. So I was kind of a bit close to them, not that close. I just greet them and all that. So I just thought of maybe I should just go to him and just try my luck. And that was exactly what I did. So I went there and I explained everything to the man. And before you even, I was actually thinking that okay, maybe he can even like give me a place maybe for a certain month. Number one, I didn't even know how long I was going to stay, and just to ask him if I could stay for a while I might be able to pay later and all that. And before you know, he said that no, that there's actually no need for me to pay. That is this, there are this kind of rooms, this face me and face you rooms. There is the main part, then at the back, there's a, you can call it the boys' quarter, but there's a place very small at the back that's a little pass to go to the where the toilet is at the back. So he said, yeah, if I don't mind, I can actually stay there. I was like, mind? Yes, please, I do not mind. So the man gave me this particular place, and he said, I do not have to pay, no matter how long it was going to take and all that. And I was just so glad. So that was it. I took that particular place. In the morning, once I'm done whatever I would do, I'll go to work. I'll come back in the evening, and that was it. I just come back, go straight into my room. I hardly stay outside. Apart from greeting people, I hardly, just like I'm sitting outside and doing all that. No, I don't do that. So that was just it. I think for a month, the strike continues, going to 2 months or so. And that was just one day. I was just at the back, just washing, some plates, and there was just this. I just saw this lady, and somehow we do greet normally when I see her, but somehow we just started talking. We just talked, and we talked to the point of okay, yes, at the department. She's also in my school. We talk about departments and just little things, and before you know, one thing led to the other, and we talk about the fact that we both like writing. I mean, creative writing, like writing of novels and stuff. And that was just how she informed me about certain websites where you can actually write and earn. I'm like, oh wow. And funny enough, one of those websites you mentioned, I've actually at the time I used to read on them, but I don't know why. I just do not think that just anyone can just sign up and get your book published on those kind of websites. So when she explained it to me, and I was just so glad, and I said, okay, I'll check it out and all that. So just like that, we just started talking, So we got closer as time goes on. We discussed more things. We started sharing our story ideas. She guided me on how to apply on that particular website. I applied. I just applied and I took my mind off it because I wasn't really expecting much from that place. But then yeah, I did it because I love writing, right? So I applied and just continued with my work. And I think for the first month or so, I didn't even check if I've been given anything also. So, and she was also trying to apply too. She was just starting her own book then too. She was also trying to apply. So it was, I think, a month after before I checked that particular website. And funny enough, my book was accepted. I was offered the contract. She was so glad for me. She was so happy. Even then, she said that even invited me. Oh, but I think the first one she put up was rejected, and it was such a sad moment. I know that. So that was just how I and Esther and I just became friends. We got closer. Even up to the point when I started writing fully and I saw, oh yeah, boys can actually offer me, I had to quit my job in the printing job that I was doing because not only was it taking my time, it wasn't really paying that much. Yeah. And I quit my job and all that. So we got talking. Then this particular website, okay, after the first time I got paid, I think before I could get paid for the second time, there was this, after I quitted my job, I put in a whole lot of effort into it. And I was expecting about roughly $800 something I was expecting then. And suddenly this website just crashed. Bro, that was just so, it was a moment I can never forget in my life because I had a lot depending on that because I had loans I've actually collected in in my bid of trying to support myself as a student and all that. So it's really put me down. And one of the things that actually pulled me through that time, major support that pulled me through that particular time that I can never forget was actually Esther. She was there for me emotionally, she was there for me physically, and in every other way too. And even when I was trying to pull off writing certain words, which are so much, right, in a month, she was there for me, boosting me up and all that. So it just, moments like that are one of the reasons why Esther just gradually becomes so important to me. So after a whole month, like 8 months, the ASU strike was called off, and I had to go back to hostel because of course I already paid for the hostel before all their issues started, and I had to leave. So I had to go back and all that. But she was staying at that house with a friend. She had a roommate, so I had to go back. But still, we kept in touch. We kept talking. We kept discussing. We kept doing more together. We kept applying on different better websites together, and just like that, our friendship blossomed, and our career too, and our path that we're choosing actually blossomed too. So somehow, I became an assistant editor on one of those websites. That was before Esther joined. So she joined the website as an author through me. And to the glory of God, she got so better in her book, in her writing, to the point that she actually won a contest on that particular website. Oh no. She won a contest, and it was just so amazing. To see how much she had grown, to just see how well she has grown. It's just so beautiful. So it got to the point that they moved away from the area, from that house where I met her. So they moved to this far place. It's very far. In fact, that place, it's not like a site, like a new site just developed and all that, and they hardly have light from time to time. So once in a while like that, her phone might be switched off. She might need to take her phone out to always put that charge, put that charge. So it's just things progress like that. Year passed and two. Then last year, that was December, around this time in December, I went to my aunt's place for Christmas, and I know that I won't be able to be there for New Year, so I just went there for Christmas. And before I actually left that day, we discussed. In fact, I noticed that I by then that okay, maybe she would like to come with me and all that. She was like we talked about a lot of things. She was like, I know. She asked us to, which I know, of course, but I was just teasing her. So I was just there telling her that how since she's not coming, I will eat a lot of chicken and all that. Just teasing her and stuff. And that was just how I left for my aunt's place, which I came back on I came back on 29th or so. So I think on that 29th, after I came back, I sent her a message on WhatsApp, like, okay, I'm back, and all that. But I think I tried her number. Yes, I tried her number when I got back, but it was switched off. So to me, I was just like, oh, this their light issue is the cause and all that. And I just figured like, okay, maybe she has went to plug it where she normally plug it when the issue arises. So that night, because I got back very late that day, I could remember. That night, she did not respond, and up to the second day, and I think the second day too, we just send a message preview that, okay, this one that your number is not going. Okay, that your number, yes, it's not going because I think it's switched off. So that your number is not going, what's going on, stuff like that. Is it that you've eaten too much Christmas chicken? So yeah, the second day, which was on 30th, that was just how I just joked about that, and so I like that. I think on the 31st too, or something. I didn't really think much of it on the 30th, right? Because I thought, okay, I don't know, maybe after she couldn't charge her phone, maybe the place that she normally charged to, maybe something happened, maybe her power bank. I don't know, those were just my thoughts, yeah. And that our place is actually like very, 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 very far. So like it's one of these places, but even back then I was not wondering if I know the exact name because it's one of these sites that even the name same is very, very funny. So I just on Saturday on 31st, I think I just sent her the message that, oh, where will she be doing a crossover? Will she come over or something? She did not pick again on that 31st. That was just, and that just, I don't know, that was when I started getting worried. And I sent her a message that, what's going on? What happened to your phone to this point? Like to the extent that you will be offline for 2 days now. Offline for 2 days, what's going on? Won't you type and all that? And I know she mostly uses her for me. I still like using my system and all that. She has a system, but she prefers using her phone. So I was like, your own phone will be off for 2 days. And her friend, yes, the roommates that they were here together with, they were also living at a new place together. Her friend's number too was not going. Or yes, her friend's number was not going. And the reason why I was not really bothered about that friend's number was, I think then they said something happened to her phone. She removed her phone from her SIM. She moved her SIM from her phone or something like that. So I wasn't really expecting her own number to even go through. I just said, okay, let me try because I was thinking of what's going on. So that was just it on 31st. And maybe it got to first. Like I was just so concerned, and I just knew that no, this can't just be. Why won't she just be picking a call just like that? No, this can't be. Something has to be up. Or could it be? That was when I started thinking of, oh, could it be that her phone was stolen? Could it be that her phone was spoiled? Other stuff just started coming. And somehow, very early that morning, I just woke up. I just had to head to that place. So I wasn't going, I was trying to recall the name of that junction, like the exact name of that junction, but I always mix it up. Anyway, I was just like, okay, normally if I'm going like that, and maybe I didn't really get the name or I forgot the name again like that, I might just call that, what's the name of that junction again, safe? But then now I couldn't do that yet, so I was just like, okay, I'm sure I should have known the place by now. Because I know the place, it's just that name that I always forget. So somehow I got there. And they have a gated house, which when I got there, I tried a number again, so it wasn't going through. I knocked the gate. I knocked over and over. But they stay in a 2-bedroom, 2 or 3-bedroom, yeah, a 3-bedroom apartment. So in that compound itself, there are 2 3-bedrooms apartments in the compound. So that's just it. Which means apart from them, the other person is their neighbor. So I was just like knocking. I knocked for a while before nobody answered. So I was just like, oh God, what will I do now? Then thankfully, before I could say let me turn away or something, someone came out, which is their neighbor. So the woman was like, oh, what's going on? What am I looking for? And all that. I was like, oh, I'm looking for the person in because all the time I've come there, I've never even seen that woman before. It's that she's not around, or she's just in her own space now, So the woman was like, thank God that I even came around to ask. I was like, what's going on? That she has also been wondering about what happened because she said Esther left on that 29th. That all she told her was that she was going to she was going to the bank with her friend, not her roommate. That one has traveled by then. She told me that her roommate has traveled, yes. That one has traveled by then. So she said, like, a friend came over. She had a friend over, and I think they've been around for that 28 and all that. On that 29th, Esther came to her place to charge that light issue that I said. In fact, she had her system there. She charged her system, she charged her power bank, she charged that person's system, and I think his own power bank too. But she left with her phone. So they told her that, oh, they're going to the bank to do some stuff, and she will soon be back. And that was it. That was it. 29th, the woman did not see them, and she was trying to call that her friend that I said I just tried to, and the number did not go through. I told her that I think she has issues with her number or something. She said, that she has been trying to call her too, just to ask that the first day, when she did not come throughout the day, she was like, what's going on? Esther is not someone like that. She's not someone that would just take off like that without coming back or something. Not even with her system and everything in someone else's house. So she said she was worried. Then the second day too, the same thing like that. And she was not wondering that could it be that the two of them went somewhere else? Could it be that they had, like, they just decided to go some another place that she just did not know what to think? But those were the only thoughts she would just think of, that after all they said they were going to bank and coming back. That was just how, when she now saw me, she said, okay, now she knows that something is really, really wrong, because she has been trying so hard to believe that, it's not really anything that deep the way she was thinking it. So that was just how we started thinking of what to do, how to get in touch with her. We called and called again. So somehow she led me to a man in the next building whom our roommate was, and she started working with, because she has finished her school and she was doing this NYSC stuff. So the school that she was working with, that was the school. So that was just how we got to the man's place. And when we got to the man's place, that was when we discovered that someone actually called from Lagos, and that person was like, the person just called to ask that, to ask about her friend, which Esther went to the bank with. And the reason is because she heard, just imagine, she heard that an accident happened somewhere, and I don't know, somehow they just linked it. Maybe the people there, they just somehow linked it to their friend. So she called. I don't even know how she got that man's number. She just called him to verify, right? And that was just when I started knowing that, I think something is terribly wrong. And we just called. We got in touch with people, and somehow we got in touch with someone that knows someone at the nearest police station. So when the person called and all that, they said, okay, there's someone we could meet, we should go there. And that was just how we got there. As we were going in the vehicle, it was so, I don't know how I was feeling. I just do not know. I just know that they just kept telling me not to, like, to please hold it in. I should please stop shaking. I just couldn't comprehend. I just couldn't imagine what they have already started thinking, what I could already see on their faces. I was just believing that, no, this is a huge mistake. Like, what are you guys talking about? How can she someone who just spoke days ago? Like, what are you saying? And we got to the police station, and the PRO, he took us to a place, told us to sit, and the first thing I would say is that he just brought something, and he said, okay, we should verify. I think we went to the DPO. All those time and places were just so blurry. I just know that the next thing I remember very vividly was the fact that they showed me a purse, and they asked me to identify a purse. I was asked to identify the purse, which I did, and of course I couldn't deny it, because it's her purse. It is Esther's purse. It was Esther's purse. The moment I identified it, the man took it and said, I suppose she's the one we are looking for. What do you mean she's the one we are looking for? Where is she? How on earth did her stuff go to the hospital, right? And I said hospital, no, to the police station. How? Like, what did she go? That was when I think they took her back to the DPO, and they started explaining. In fact, the parents of the friend had actually came all the way from Lagos to take their child away. Take away, as in, he was dead. So where is Esther? The man explained to us that when they were coming back from I think they've gone to the bank, they were coming, because inside that place I can actually see the slip of the bank transaction. We couldn't see the money, we couldn't see any money in there, but there was a slip there. We couldn't see the money, we couldn't see Esther's phone. That was one of the reasons why we could never get in touch with her. I think the other guy's, the friend's phone was maybe in his pocket or in somewhere. That was why when his people called, the police people were able to pick it or something. That was why that other call that they made to Esther's neighbor, how do I put it, was able to come through. They somehow got in touch with that person's parents through the person's phone. But Esther's phone was not even there. Like, they did not even see it on the crime scene, like on the scene of the accident at all. Which means accidents happened, and the very first thing some people think of doing was to steal the phone of the victims. So yeah, they said they were coming back. They were coming back from the bank. They were so close. Where they were was so close. Like, it was close. It was closer than where they went to. And that was wow. The two of them were on the bike. And that was how one woman, she left her lane. The bike man was not speeding. The woman left her lane in her car and went to hit them. She went to hit them. And that was how the both of them died. Esther died. She died right there on collision. The other person got to the hospital. Died. So, I did not believe it. I couldn't believe it. I didn't know what to believe it. Like, what are you guys even talking about? I couldn't believe it. Like, so she died. Esther died. One of the things that pained me, and I think still pain me, is the fact that they wouldn't let me see the woman. Actually, I don't know what I would have done if I saw her. And maybe it was a good idea that they did not let me see her. But I just wanted to see the woman. But no, I don't need to order that. They wouldn't let me see her. They just wouldn't let me see her. She wasn't drunk. Nothing was wrong with her. I think the only thing I could just pick up on is the fact that, okay, maybe she just had I think they said she just had an all night or something when she was traveling back to her place. I don't know. She, like, the lane was not the same. She left her lane, fixed them, and that was it. I still did not believe, yeah. I still did not really, because I was just like, this would be a terrible mistake. Maybe the policemen were wrong. Okay, yes, I heard that they've carried the other body back to his place. But what if? Just what if? So they said, okay, we should go to the morgue where they kept her. They even say, maybe I should not go or not, because of the way I was doing, and I just felt like I just said no, I had to go. And please, at this point, I would just like to implore you people, so please, while you're driving, can you please drive responsibly? I know, yeah, there could be circumstances, but please take responsibility. If you're too tired, if you're sleep deprived, if anything is wrong or something, please do not get behind the wheel, for God's sake, please. And especially if you're drunk, please don't do it. You could ruin a lot of things, you could spoil a lot of things, you could ruin a lot of destinies, because that woman ruined 2 destinies that day, just by her action. Yes, of course, it wasn't deliberate, I know, but what happened, right? Can it be undone just because it was not deliberate? No. Anyway, at this time, people from I think we got in touch with people from department 2, and 2 of them actually came together with us. Maybe the president of their faculty or department, and one other person, like an ESCO from fellowship, the school fellowship. They went there with us together, and we got to the morgue, and I could no longer deny it, because the person lying down there, dead, with her body already giving a certain odor, not properly embalmed yet because they were still waiting for someone to come and identify her. Because no one else but Esther. It was my friend. It was Esther Peters. She was just lying there, like she was just lying down there, like she was just lying down. So okay. She was the one. That was just it. Esther died. We prayed. We did a whole lot. I was really expecting that it would be a prank. It would be like, okay, God is just using this to test my faith or something. Or she would just wake up or something like that. But guess what? After everything, she did not wake up. She did not get up. I had to be, pulled away from there, and we had to go on without Esther. Without Esther. That was one of the times where I didn't know what to say to God. I didn't know what to say. I didn't even have a voice in me to say anything because it was just so unfair. See, Esther's story was a bit similar to mine. In terms of, you struggling, trying to make things happen for yourself, trying to take care of yourself when there's no one else to take care of you. Trying to just keep pushing, keep doing it no matter what. Ours was even a bit worse in certain aspects. Yeah. She struggled. She passed all those stages. She managed to survive all the stages. She managed to survive every single thing that had happened to her terribly. But then imagine that moment when she started making a breakthrough. That moment when she started doing things for herself. That moment when she does not have to worry about finances as much as she used to. That moment when she already felt she had a pathway, she had a way, she had a career, she had how she wants to live the rest of her life, she had the way she wants to live the rest of her life. That was when this thing happened. There was nothing else I would think of than the fact that it was unfair. I know God gives and it takes. I know deep down in me, I know in my head, I know that, yes, there is always a reason for everything. God gives it and He takes it and all that. But in my heart, I couldn't reconcile it. I just couldn't reconcile what my head is saying, what my faith is saying, with what my heart was saying at that time. I broke down. I became hysterical for a moment. Then I climbed up. I don't even know. I went through all shades of emotions. I even got the people, those people that went there with me and the people around there. There was this brother too that they were so close and all that got them a bit scared that okay, they shouldn't leave me alone because I was actually staying. By that time I've actually left the hostel. I was staying at a place out there. It was Esther and I got this place together. Like we are staying now together. She left what she was doing that day, we got it together and it's anyway. So people were thinking, oh, you shouldn't leave that alone, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. But what difference is that going to make? The only thing I could think of was I was alive. She wasn't. I am alive, she's no longer alive. All those dreams, all those things we talked about, all those plans, we were going to do a lot together, like a whole lot. But guess what? Someone who decided to leave her lane ruined all that. I am not putting a blame on anybody, or maybe I am putting a blame on someone. Because despite the fact that it wasn't a deliberate act, it was an act altogether, and it happened, and she's gone. Esther will never know the joy of having a book accepted anymore. Esther will never know the joy of winning a contest the way she won it then, and we're just so happy because it's a normal, right? We were not expecting it. Esther will never have the joy of graduating. she will never be able to graduate. She started the school, but she will never be able to complete it. She will not have the joy of doing a whole lot of things. She will never be a mother. She will never be able to give that love she has now. She will never be able to pass it on to her children. She will never be able to impact people anymore the way she has started doing. In her little time, in a short time, she's not impacted a lot of people. She has taught people how to write. She has helped them, be able to start their own career in writing. She has impacted lives in different ways. She was a gift that keeps giving. She just doesn't really care about self-preservation. When it comes to, she knows that you need help. She will always be there. She was my backbone. She was my number one support. She was that one person I could pick my phone to call anytime when anything comes up. Because I know she will be there on the other end. Even though we're not together, she will be there. Even if it's just to listen. Even if it's just for us to come up with a solution together. But someone took that away from me. Yeah, maybe I should stop saying someone took that away from me, because yes, I've come to find out, I believe it was God's doing all the same. There has to be a reason why He allowed it. I don't know that reason yet. And despite the fact that today makes it a year, I don't think I've been able to know that reason yet. Or being able to actually fully accept. I actually thought, okay, I've been able to, I don't know. So why am I saying this here today? It's because people say that time heals pain, time makes you forget, time is the greatest healer, time is the this, is the that. It's been a year, right? And I still do not think I've been able to process the pain right yet. Right, so I still do not think I've been able to process the pain right yet. But then, what if there actually comes a day that I can remember details about her vividly as I remember them now? What if time truly makes me forget important things about her? What if? Just what if? So in a way, this is me putting out this video in a way to commemorate her. In a way, I don't know if it's going to make much difference, but yes, in a way, I think I want to also be able to look back on it in years to come. I also want to be able to share with as much people as are going to watch this video from beginning to the end. Yes, I know it's a bit long, and but people these days hardly watch things like this to the end and all that, but it's fine. I just want you to know, if you're still here right now watching this, Esther she was the best. She really was the best. I'm still thinking of what I can do. I will keep her memory alive in the hearts of people, that will make generation unborn to know that there was someone like that who passed through on this earth, even though she was not allowed to fully live out her destiny and potential. Also, if you please have suggestions on how I can do that, I would really, really appreciate it if you can just comment about it. Yes, I've thought of a foundation for her, but at the moment I do not have the capacity for that yet. So if there's anything else that I can think of in the meantime that I can do to just keep her at the forefront of people's mind, or just keep her a bit longer here with us, please let me know in the comment section. I would really, really, really appreciate it. So yes, I just want to tell you about Esther. That's it. Esther was the best. She was a very, very sweet girl. She was amazing. I don't know any other way to put it. She was my best friend. And I don't use that particular word. I don't use it. I just don't use it flippantly, yeah. for me to call someone my best friend, you need to know that yes, they were very, very special, because I'm free with people. But before people get too close to me, if I get too close to people, it takes a while. So yeah, she had my heart. She still has my heart. Anyway, so that's it. So please, if you're going to take anything out of this video, please take 3 things. The first one, I already mentioned it, that do not drive intoxicated, do not drive when you're sleep deprived, do not drive when you're so tired that you do not even know what you're practically doing or you're sleeping off. Please don't drive. Secondly, which was a bit sad too, anywhere you're going, please let your people know. Please let someone know where you're going. And I'm saying this because of what? Because of the other person who died with her in the accident. The person's parents do not know that their child left Lagos to Ibadan. I think I spoke with the person just a few days ago, and the person did not even inform the parents that they were traveling or anything. So it was such a shock to them when they realized that their child wasn't even in Ibadan at all. Not now even being told that their child died. If I'm feeling like this about Esther, I still can't really think of how they will be feeling, because it was so unexpected. So please let people know where you're going. Take good care of yourself. Be very, very careful. Please let someone somewhere always know where you will be at every time. Please. Okay? Then the third one, always learn to be grateful no matter what. No matter what. In this life, with the way where we are here, that some people are still thinking about things are probably not working the way I want them to work and all that. Just remember that some people do not even have that life anymore to even think of maybe something is working or it's not working. People with dreams, people with big ambition, people with a lot going on for them, that their life just got snuffed out just like that. Yeah, some of them died peacefully. But what about some that were just taken off so suddenly that you couldn't even wrap your head around it? So please let us learn to be grateful to God every time, all the time, in all our situations, because it's God. It's still God. It's still God. It's still God. It's still God. And one way or the other, I hope you remember the story of Esther, and I hope it will make a difference to you in one way or the other. Esther was a good friend. She was a friend indeed. She was a mentor to many. She was a loving sister to her sibling, loving daughter to her parents. With a short time she used on earth, she was a lot to many people. That's it. Thank you so much for watching to this point. If you did watch this point, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. God bless you for me. God bless you, and God bless you. Do have a wonderful time. Take good care of yourself. Please take good care of yourself. No one will do it for you if you do not do it. So please take good care of yourself. I still remain your girl, Kabira Alim. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your time. Do take good care of yourself. Have a great day. Bye for now. Let me check my phone.
You're my sweetest addiction. You're my strongest inspiration, and I love